Hi, I'm Darren Weiss, an attorney with Offit Kurman. Today we're talking to Param Shah, CEO of Fusiform.
3D printing is sort of the newest thing in the orthotics and prosthetics industry. It's an obvious fit. Right now, I'll start out with how devices are currently made and why it takes a month to get a device to a patient. Essentially, right now, a patient walks in and they say, I want an ankle-foot orthotic. An ankle-foot orthotic basically goes from the bottom of your feet up until the knee. And so what the patient then does, they sit down and with the orthotist for about an hour, in which the orthotist wraps plaster around their leg, takes that plaster mold and basically fills it with more plaster to create a solid block of plaster that represents the leg. They then ship this to an outside fabricator, which then returns a device handmade in 2 to 3 weeks. Not only that, you see handwritten and faxed order forms and all sorts of other inefficiencies in this field. And building these sorts of pipelines myself, I saw how much it could take out of not only time, but also budget running a nonprofit. Essentially, 3D scanning is the next big thing in this industry because, first of all, a scan takes 10 minutes versus the hour that it requires casting. And beyond that, 3D printing is getting to a point where it's commercially viable for people to use it for this sort of setting. Now, we started with 3D printing. That was a big idea at the beginning. And we realized that when you're 3D printing, you create these sort of, it goes in layers essentially. And we realized that there were structural integrity problems with that method. So we chose to go with alternative methods of machining in order to create our device. What we realize is that other companies in this industry that are going towards 3D printing, they're going in the right direction, but with the wrong mindset. Essentially, what they're trying to do is 3D print the device that has already been made for decades. And this device in itself is inefficient on the level of the patients. So what we're trying to do is not only introduce 3D scanning, but hit a triple bottom line, where with our software and hardware integrations, we can not only streamline the clinical operations, improve patient experience, but at the same time reduce waste that comes from making these blocks of plastic that are chucked after 6 months of wearing them.